cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Hello, Husker fans. Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go Big Red. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
The temperature and leaves are falling daily, so that means it's time for a new pair of shoes for the fall season from Brown's Shoe Fit. Now through October 31st, take $15 off any regularly priced fall shoes and boots. Brands like Keen, Oboz, Echo, Taos, and Atrex all $15 off. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details. This is the sale you've all been waiting for, so get down to Brown's Shoe Fit on 66th and Q.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket, sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
It is 10:02 Lincoln time. 11th and O Street. There's a lot of cars out.
Yeah, it rained yesterday. People were excited to be out again.
Okay.
Yesterday was dead a little bit.
Didn't know what was going on with it.
That's my guess.
Folks were out. Of course, you start to pay attention to what's going on across the street. Lots to talk about on a Tuesday night in Lincoln, Nebraska. We'll go through the baseball playoffs and what's going on currently in the seventh inning. 9-6 Yankees. They're down 2-0 to Toronto. Aaron Judge with a 3-run bomb to tie it up. Josh Chisholm hits a jack to give them the lead. They tack on 2 runs in the 6th inning, and now Josh Chisholm back up again at 9-6. In the earlier ball game, Detroit and Seattle, and it was interesting to watch how it played out because we're trying to figure out who folks are rooting for and what they want to see, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Toronto and Detroit
Yeah,
series.
Yeah, I mean Seattle and Detroit.
Seattle.
Yeah,
I mean, either one of those. Pick one. I don't know which one you'd want. You want Yankees and who? Doesn't matter.
Having been to Super Bowls in Detroit, the traffic from Toronto is active. Yeah, there's a lot of folks who show up from across the border.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of border traffic. There's a lot of entertainment crossing borders to get access to the bulk of people. But that's the kind of thing. I mean, you just go, okay, what do you want from it? Do you want you want each coast represented, right? Like, do you want the whole country involved? Do you want what do you want? Or do you want to watch the best players? Do you want to watch the best teams? Like, what do you?
I'm always best teams. I don't really care where you're from. Give me the best teams.
So then that's Toronto and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hey man, it's a statement to the Dodgers and Yankees. Like, hey, you're gonna spend all this money?
Oh man,
better win.
But I mean, they're here. They don't have to win it all.
No, but
I
mean, if you end up with the Seattle and Milwaukee, it's pretty.
Ugh. I would probably stream movies
over that.
I serious business. Like I really think that I would be disinterested.
Even the Brewers are good. No, that's not entertaining.
I like George Springer. I like Vladdy Jr. I'm not sure it would hold my interest. A Christian Yelich.
I mean, best case scenario.
I don't know.
You get like a Goliath versus David.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was trying to figure that out. Like Seattle, they were talking about, the fact that, Cam hits another bomb and, somebody wearing a big dumper jersey caught the ball. So that's been all over the internet. Mm-hmm. But I'm not particularly interested.
Well, the Cubs, I mean, Cubs would be the most interesting one, I think, to break through. That's not the Dodgers or Yankees.
I don't know that's enough either. I mean, quite frankly, the most interesting team, the easiest to watch in bulk are the Yankees.
Yes.
Yankees, Dodgers. Like, we can tell
that's always the layup year in, year out. Right. That's going to be
so. And there are people that don't want that, and I'm fine with those people that don't want that.
And I'm one of those people.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, but the alternative.
No, I got to watch better possible.
If you offered me The Rock versus Randy Orton or Gunter versus Dom Mysterio,
don't put it like that.
Versus
Milwaukee
Dom Mysterio
is not Gunter.
Versus Dom Mysterio. Listen, bro. We've had this conversation. I'd rather be interested. I'm
more interested in the Dodgers than I would be the Yankees.
Yeah, the others just don't interest me. So, Seattle goes up 2-1 in the series. All 4 series will have at it tomorrow. Actually, no. Yeah, all 4.
Yeah.
So a 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 8 o'clock first pitch for all of these games. You want to do ticket prices? Let's do ticket prices.
Yeah. Because these were pretty good. I mean, not great, but they were getting better.
Well, that streak ends tomorrow early. Seattle and Detroit.
Seattle, Detroit.
Get in ticket.
Where's that?
It's in Detroit.
It's in Detroit. Get in ticket $140.
$50. I told you. The streak ended quickly. Getting better. Nope. No, we're not doing that.
Oh,
we're not doing that. Milwaukee versus the Cubs at Wrigley.
At Wrigley. Okay. $220.
No, sir. $130. $130. No, sir.
I can not get a pulse on these prices.
Toronto tomorrow night against the Yankees. Yankee Stadium.
$280.
$80. Philly in Los Angeles at Dodger Stadium.
$60.
$130.
What?
It's fascinating to me. Like I
makes 0 sense. I might be dumb. That could be it.
No,
Maybe I just don't get
no,
the math. But this is driving me nuts every time we play this game.
No, but that's the beauty of it, right? Just to go, okay, what are we doing? Because it doesn't always make sense. It certainly explains things. It helps us understand what we don't understand. And just to go, okay, so headed back to DC. I'm credentialed. I've got a pass, so I'm good.
Yeah.
But then I have. Okay, so there's a whole community of people in DC in the DMV area who have become adjacent Nebraska fans because of my involvement around the programs.
That's got to be one of the most unique pipelines created so far.
Oh,
Nebraska DC pipeline.
Oh, like in full with the Mornay,
yeah.
Barry, Haas, like it's a full thing, right? So the Tabrizi family, they're actually going to see their first Husker football game Saturday.
Let's go.
Yeah, right. So I sent him those tickets this afternoon.
I can't wait. He's going to be like, wow, look at all these Husker fans here.
Okay, so there's several strings to this because and I'm not sure. I haven't heard from Barry whether he's going to come or not come or whatever. My brother and his best friend is a Husker fan.
No way.
In Virginia. Actually, he grew up in Virginia. He lives somewhere else. He's flying into DC to go to the game with my brother.
Oh, so he's big time Husker fan.
He's a Husker fan.
Let's go.
Fan, right? And then some of the other family members are like, okay, well, we're coming. Like we're coming. And then I have friends who are just going to be there who would normally go to Maryland football. Like that's their Saturday. And so I'll see a bunch of people, right? So it's a whole interesting thing. And in some cases, it's like get tickets. And Haas is like, well, how much are tickets? I'm like, I don't know what they are. Maryland is not University of Nebraska. But last week, they had a really good crowd.
Mm-hmm.
They were undefeated. And Mike Loxley in his presser today had some questions and conversations about the fans. He goes, well, it was really cool and he was doing it as subtly as he could. He was going, yeah, it was good that, there were majority Terp fans this time.
Oh.
Right?
All right,
we're building a thing,
Mhm.
right? And it's changing. So it sounded like a Maryland home game rather than whoever, we were playing. And DC is a transient town.
Yep.
So, folks
That's
are
a challenge.
everywhere, right? That no matter where you are in the DMV, there's government workers from the other place. So
Mhm.
I'm sure there's a whole Nebraska contingency, Capitol Hill, Senate, that sort of thing. And then Husker fans who just have moved there. Like they went there years ago and stayed there. So he goes, how much are tickets? I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
110?
So Maryland versus Nebraska, the get-in seats. Now, get-in seats.
I'm going to go 90 to like $110.
$35.
Okay, we're not traveling.
35.
I see what game we're probably saving up for UCLA or something else for warm weather.
No, go to DC, bro. Go to DC.
Nebraska fans save their money to leave when it gets cold.
Well, no, the last time that the Huskers played in DC, they played at Maryland, they packed the place.
Really?
And that's
Trying to remember.
Nebraska was a blowout. Nebraska put up 50 or something.
Okay.
Right? So it was a whole thing. I don't know.
That kind of makes sense, though.
I don't know how
$36
many tickets are available. I don't think that there are that many tickets available, even on the highest ticket. You can sit. Oh, that's really weird. There are more tickets on the Maryland side than the Nebraska side of the field.
Interesting.
I don't know why this is the way it is because so they have a horseshoe.
Yep.
And it's fully lower bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. This weird. Okay, so the Maryland side with the suites and the mezzanine, the suites and the mezzanines are both like suites. So on the Maryland side of the half horseshoe, right? There are tickets kind of all over the place. You can get tickets. On the visitor side, they have a 200 level and a 300 level. And yeah, so they have a 200 level and a 300 level. There are plenty of seats in the 300 level. Well, really not that many, truth be told, because Yeah, there aren't that many. No, look. Wow.
But they're still pretty cheap tickets to get into.
Well, the priciest ticket is $300.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
That's the biggest price ticket, but most of them are between that and 100 and most are under 150. So you can get it. But it was just interesting, right, to do this. Now, Harrison, I also did a thing because Monday there's a thing in DC. Monday night football. And I was like, okay. So I make the phone call. So I call some alumni, get the tickets. Hey Harrison, you know where I'm going to sit? You know where I'm going to sit?
Where, DP? Where are you going to sit?
You'll be able to see me on TV, I think.
That's fine, DP. I'll be texting you when my Bears are up and just be waiting for your facial reaction.
Well, you could have texted me the entirety of the game last year, except for the last play. And how that end for you?
It's a good thing I didn't text you. I would have been awful.
The get-in price for Washington, Chicago, the get-in price is $200.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the get-in price.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sunday night in Kansas City, the Detroit Lions travel to KC.
Ooh.
And the get-in price is $213. Niners to Tampa Bay, which is a game I went to last year. I went to Niners in Tampa. This year's $127 get in.
At Tampa?
At Tampa.
Okay. That's a little cheaper than I thought. I figured the Baker Magic would have those prices going up more.
Yeah. Cincinnati travels to Green Bay.
Green Bay. They're probably selling those for like $170.
$300 is the cheapest ticket.
Lambeau Field, I get it. It's fine.
Cheapest ticket. That is the most expensive ticket of the day. All day, all weekend. Eagles travel to New York.
Giants, 100.
But that's Philly fans will show up.
Yeah, that's a good point. 200?
No, 130.
130. Okay. I wasn't too 100 wasn't too far.
Denver to the Jets, 120. Okay, so here are the next three, and there's a reason why. One of these next three is the cheapest game of the weekend. Ready? The Chargers versus the Dolphins in Miami, the Patriots versus the Saints in New Orleans, or the Browns no, I'm wrong. The Cardinals at Indy against the Colts. One of those three is the cheapest ticket in all of the National Football League this weekend.
Not the Arizona Cardinals and Colts. Can I cross that off?
You can.
Okay. You said it's Patriots and who?
Patriots, Saints, and
it's in New Orleans.
Chargers, Miami.
Yeah, let's go. Ooh, Saints fans. Well, they are diehard. I'm gonna say Miami's the cheapest ticket.
$35 a ticket
for Miami.
For Miami, $32 for New Orleans.
Oh,
$32.
What was Colts? That surprises me. That was the third.
Jackson. Yeah, right. I just found it interesting. Fourth on the list, Rams to Baltimore, $45. That's never happened in the existence that I've known. I've never, like a Ray Lewis team would never show up for $45 a ticket.
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
I mean,
mind blowing. Okay, so here's one for you. Dallas at the Panthers.
70?
170.
Is the Bryce Young thing happening?
It's happening.
All right.
It's
Panthers.
happening. It's happening. And there are a lot of Cowboy fans there. So a lot of the mid-Atlantic Cowboy fans will show up.
America's
They
team.
show up,
Yeah.
right? It shows up. So, yeah, always interesting, right? That what people are interested in and how they're interested in is the thing. Okay, so the day's news has been, especially locally, has been about a situation that and again, I don't need to be first about it. And I don't need to be the loudest about it, but I do want to be intrigued by it.
Yeah. Started happening a few years ago. We saw this more and more.
Okay, so is that more of a current thing? It's not new.
It's always, it seems like it's been like last year. I want to say it happened last year with the school. Maybe it was the
Okay.
same injuries, same reason for
Okay.
injury, but the recruiting stuff's been blowing up over the years since I've grown up. Like I heard that because me going to, and I was telling Raph this, I went to a C2 school. We weren't recruiting, but that was always the thing. We got this kid from Arizona and he used to live where we're at. And that's why he went to school. But everyone's like, the private school's recruiting kids again. And we weren't. But I asked Raph and Lincoln, and he said that was definitely happening when he was growing up, like even in his era.
Which is pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Because so in full, and over the course of the next 2 hours, we have an opportunity to really kind of deep dive this. That if recruiting is happening on the high school level, have you lost the mission of high school athletics?
I think so. Part of me, the old school in me says you did.
So then I would ask, what is the mission? So in the grand pyramid of importance and priority, what is the priority reason behind high school athletics? Is it to get college scholarships? Is it to enjoy the student athlete experience? Is it to compete? Is it to create pride in the community, connection within the school, to learn discipline, to learn toughness, to what is the part? And if folks are out there and they want to contribute to this, please do, because Harrison, what do you think should be the priority?
Honestly, like when we're still talking high school, are the kids having fun? Like I think that has to be a priority. And then two, I think at that point you can't be so focused. And this is where it gets tricky because NIL now there's life changing money if you do make some of those moves. So it's easier for me to sit here and say, but I mean, you're just trying to become a good character. Identify, do you love this sport? And just build yourself in your own community. Because I'm a big person, I'm a big believer of you're the product of your own environment. And when you can stay home and do it there, it has more value to me. And that's like an old school take. I don't like the idea of transferring just for athletics, but then again, someone will tell me like, hey, I want to get my mom out of her house and it's just in bad shape. We always struggling all the time. I'm a great athlete. I have an opportunity to say, go to a Millard South and you can get tape on me, which is a whole argument on myself. But if I go there, I can develop and be a better athlete and I can maybe go make that NIL money. And I would say you're better off becoming a leader in your own community. And if you become a leader in your own community, you can figure it out in other communities.
Yeah, I don't. And here's the thing. I don't think that anybody in this situation at Lincoln High or Millard South are right or totally wrong.
That's right, what me and Raph were at too.
Right. That I don't know that because it hasn't, if you haven't determined the ultimate priority, and if someone were to say to me that the wellness of the teenagers should be at the top of the list, I would not be opposed to that.
That's why I had fun as number one. Like, are the kids enjoying it?
Well, no, I don't know that fun.
Well, when I say fun, I mean, like, it is for the, I get what you're saying. I said fun isn't a great word for it, but there.
Well, the student athlete experience.
That's maybe a better way to
say that
you're learning and you're enjoying it at the same time. You're becoming a better person.
Well, but some would say that winning is fun.
Yeah, winning is fun.
Winning is fun. Not winning is not fun.
Yes, that is true.
And so then you have some responsibility to make it pleasant, right? Enjoyable. Because if it's not enjoyable, fewer people will participate.
And we've seen that happen.
Right? That fewer people will participate. You could say that you're okay with fewer people participate because it's not for everybody. I mean, Nebraska's state motto is not for everybody. Like, we're not going to try that hard to impress you. Like, we really don't care if it's for you or not. It's for us. Yeah. So we don't particularly care if it's for you. Which leads to a thing that in coaching and education, we say a lot, which is be careful what you tell people about you. They will start to believe you. Right? They may actually believe you. Mm-hmm. And if you say that everything is about money, people will believe you. good and bad, right? For the perk and for the risk. If you tell me that you're trying to build character, I will believe you, but I'll hold you to that. If you tell me that it's the joint mutual student athlete experience, I'm going to hold you to that. It allows me to set the GPS and it says, okay, remember when you said that your student first, athlete second. And I've often said in full, right?
Shout out to the people out there.
Right. To say it in full, we'll get you up there. Harrison, you got him.
Yeah, it'll give it a little bit there.
Yeah.
They always miss it.
Yeah. He tried.
Yeah, there's the people.
Right. That we miss the message that some of the greatest coaches I've ever been around often said, never choose the game over the people. And they would never say, never choose the game over the player. They would say, never choose the game over the people. Because the player is just a vehicle, just a part of the human. The human is way more important. The human brain, the human body, the human experience. And if you're working from that as a balance, then the people in authority have the capability and the responsibility of choosing that all the time. Can't be convenient. Can't go, you know what? I'm always going to choose the person over the game. Unless it's for a championship.
Yeah.
Or unless money is involved.
Or unless it's Pippen. He's a really good player. I want him.
Right.
I'm going to break some of my rules to get him over here.
Right.
And that's what happens, I think, sometimes.
Well, but this is
it gets tough. I'm in your camp. I have no idea how you fix this.
This is how I rub my temple. Because those people exist. Those people that you just mimicked, they exist. That, hey, bro, I want to win. Well, saying you want to win is different than saying I want to build winners. There are people that want to win that don't want to do the work. And they're not capable of doing the work. I'm far more impressed by people who want to build winners rather than people who simply want to win. The people that want to win are the born on third base people.
Yep.
Versus the people who have to bunt, steal second, steal third to get in the same place. Not the same work. You were born on third base thinking you hit a triple, and it's the same thing. No, taking credit for wins that you didn't help curate is problematic, and that's part of the problem. That winning becomes a much bigger priority than the focus of how to win, right? If you don't have the same zest and intrigue in turning a bad team into a great team, rather than just being a part of a great team already.
Those people scare me.
Right? Those people, but we know they exist. Yep. And then we also know that they get position of power. I can tell you, I've been on some staffs where I left the staff because those people were in positions of power.
Yeah.
Like I just
those type of people will lead you to some moments where you question their loyalty of like, what are you going for?
Well, there's no loyalty in it. Like, let's be clear. We would, Barry and I would
and it
say
will
this.
show eventually.
Well, be careful who you attach your cart to. It could be a donkey, which will do the work, or it could be an ass. And you can be up in the, end up in the ditch.
Yep.
Right? You can end up in the ditch. Because that's where they'll take you. And then they'll leave you abandoned.
Yep. When that next opportunity is there, see ya.
Well, next opportunity, it's not even so much that there's no loyalty to a good thing. If you're only loyal to the next paycheck and the next bit of money, then you're never going to care more about the people than you do the game. Like it tells me everything. It tells me everything. And again, I'm in the place where here, so imagine at the station, if I ever chose the money over the people, right? Because Becky and I make a decision on a regular basis. Pay as much as we can possibly pay and keep the lights on. We take as little as we can take.
I just saw my deposit come through too. Thanks, DP.
Right, you're right, right. Like it's in full.
Not bad, right? Lincoln, Nebraska.
Right, like it's the thing, and you could do that, and then you realize that the people go, no matter how much you add in, they wouldn't be satisfied. Well, they're the wrong people.
Yep, and this is where
They're
like
the wrong people.
I'm not kissing your guys' butt, but I think this is why the ticket actually works. Is the best places have that loyalty between the people who are coaching or boss, worker, everywhere you've been at. There is that dynamic, and if you have that dynamic where the person who's in charge of you is only motivated by the things that they want, it becomes a nightmare of a place to be in. And when that stuff falls into the locker room and the players start to feel that, or the other student, like it becomes a really ugly situation where nobody's winning except for the person taking home the check.
It becomes a bit much. And if high school sports is being moved by money, if it's being moved by winning over substance, style over substance, notoriety over, we'll go to break here, but there's a thing in faith music and gospel music talks about you have to be careful in the spaces that you're choosing. There are people that do what they do for the fame, for the dames and other, rather than for the mission. And the mission and purpose keep you in line. It keeps you on time. It is when you start to want to be social media engagers, right? Where you're creating content, but there's nothing good about the content. You're just getting people to look at you.
And if you're one of those people looking at them, stop looking at them. They only got negative things.
Well, but they know that's human nature.
Yeah, it is.
Like we can say, look, you can't name many programs that excel in academics over athletics. You can name all the ones that excel athletically over academics.
Like at universities? Yeah, I mean,
or high schools.
High schools, Cedar Catholic.
Yeah, right.
Well, the best.
All right. You have to understand that.
Yeah.
That says a lot. We'll go to break. We'll pick up the story when we come back.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Join LES at 6 p.m. Thursday, October 9th at the LES Operations Center to learn about the utilities' proposed 2026 budget and electric rates, and share your input at the annual public meeting. Learn more at les.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Blake Farm Outfitters, and we're all about equipping the modern farmer. Our team is Nebraska's go-to for precision planting, SurePoint liquid systems, Green Eye spot spray, and more. So whether you're considering an equipment upgrade, adding new tech, or just need a trained eye to service what you have, check us out. Creep on us at BlakeFarmOutfitters.com and get connected with our team of experts. We're excited to help you find what's next. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Hello, Husker fans. Stop into Zollner Ford of Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go big red. We are Zollner Ford of Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first. Now is the time to get a glimpse into living and learning at Doane University through a personalized in-person or virtual visit. We know once you experience Doane, you'll see why it's a place where you can achieve your goals and shape your future. Schedule your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit.
Salt Mine City is your go-to brewery in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their Big Fatty 7-ounce hamburger or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Yeah, it's the thing. 402-464-5685. DP Harrison Arens. 10:36. 52 degrees.
Ooh.
Tomorrow, high, sunny temperatures tomorrow, high of 70.
All right.
70 tomorrow.
That's perfect weather.
Yep. Update from Yankee Stadium, top of the ninth. Yankees lead 9-6 with 1 out. Make it 2 outs, strike out. So
Also had NHL start today, DP. I don't know. Are you an NHL guy?
I'm a Caps guy.
That's right. I always forget you are a Caps guy.
I'm a Caps guy.
I don't think they play today. Yeah.
No, they're gonna. Yeah, I think they did because no, they play tomorrow.
No, it's not today.
They play tomorrow because when I looked at
Bruins
the schedule, I looked
tomorrow.
at the schedule hoping that Thursday, Friday they'd be home.
You're just gonna go all in on the weekend,
and they're not there. Well, so I mean the weekend is like Thursday's a check-in day, Friday early. I've got to go to 2 different hospitals to check on people. Then I've got to go by my church. Then I got to go see Barry and the Fighting Generals.
Go by your church?
I had to go by my church.
Okay.
Got to go by my church. That's the home church. So the story behind that is that the family that I found out I belong to run the church. They run my church.
That's where you get the silver tongue from.
Oh no! Let me say this to you. My voice is one thing. Their voice is another.
Really?
Everybody on my dad's side of the family, these are all gospel singers. And I don't mean people that sing in the back, that can sing in the car. I'm talking about these are the singing people.
So you had some good services.
Singing people. Now, I didn't know that they were my people. I didn't know we were family.
Were you going to that church at the time, not knowing?
Okay. It's the church in my neighborhood. So didn't know that we were family. Like I thought everybody knew each other, but yeah, it turns out we were family. And they all sang. They all sang. Let me tell you. And so the last time I was back there, one of the last things I went to was a birthday party. So my older brother's wife was having her 70th birthday. Now, this is the older brother that I didn't know I had, but he's become my guy, right?
Is that the guy going to the game with you? A Husker, Michigan State, or not Michigan State, Huskers, Maryland?
No,
different
brother.
Different brother.
But so my dad's sons.
Okay.
And we're there, and this family sings. Whenever they're together, they sing. And you've never been around a group of people, pro or otherwise, who sing as well as this family. These folks, it is remarkable. And I said, well, I'm not singing with y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick out right away.
No, I have a speaking voice. I do not have that harmonizing raise the angels voice that y'all have. And my cousin, who is so in DC, there's Tony Awards, musical awards.
Yep.
And she's like a consistent winner because
of the Tony.
She's there doing their Broadway plays in DC, Kennedy Center, that sort of deal. And she is epic.
That's good in DC. That's pretty big time. If you're getting those
have
roles.
you seen any of the Ayanna Blake snippets that we were sharing with folks?
I don't think I have.
Yeah, take care of your heart. They're usually like 60-second.
Oh yeah. Yes, I have. Okay, totally.
Okay, that's her.
No way.
That's her. And I'm telling you, that is a singing woman. Well, at this party, before we ate, prayed. Everybody prayed, which not all families do. And then, so my brother's mother, so the woman that my father was originally married to, she is now 91 years old. 91 years old.
Good for her.
And she has been so loving and so incredible to me to welcome me into the family. Like, baby, you're home. She didn't have to, right? Because I'm the signal that something didn't go the way it was planned. But she welcomed me into the family and loved on me and hugged on me. And this 91-year-old woman got up there. They had a microphone. And she got the microphone. And she led them in singing a hymn. And let me tell you, she brought the walls down. 91 years old. Tore it up.
That's awesome.
One of my younger brothers, two of my younger brothers got up and sang with her. Tore it up. I was just, okay, I didn't get that.
I like that though.
Oh.
I like a good. Because again, you take 4-wheel. Well, I'm always gonna be biased because I'm a Catholic man. So you get a good hymn going.
Ooh,
oh, your heart starts to light up a little bit.
These are singing folks, bro.
I want to hear them now.
Let me tell you, and amongst them, right? Just to all of them, they sing. Like these are some. So they get together for holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So when they get together for Christmas, they sit at the table, they eat, like they cook and they eat, and then they sing.
They do caroling?
No. These
Fair
gospel
enough.
folks, they ain't messing around with that.
All right, fair enough.
These folks sing, man, and it's impressive.
So have you tried singing with them?
Oh no, I'm smarter than that.
You just can't sing, huh?
Listen, man.
Have you ever tried? Was there a moment?
No. If Michael Jordan over there shooting threes, you're not gonna go shoot threes with him. No. You just gonna stand there. He'll pass you the ball. You pass.
What if you are Michael Jordan's brother?
Pass the ball right back to him.
Jordan. You're both related to Jordan.
Michael Jordan passed me the ball. I'm gonna pass it right back to him. Go on and hit that three, Mike.
All right, fair.
Go on and hit that three, bro.
I'd be intimidated too because I can't sing.
I'm gonna cheer for you, bro. Go on and hit that jumper. That's what I'm gonna say to you. No, sir. No, sir.
All right.
No, sir. You are
DP
not.
can't sing.
No. Oh, no. No.
Instruments?
I'm musical. I'm
Okay.
extremely musical. I mean, I play concert cello, concert bass. I was a band geek.
You're on the cello?
Yeah, I was on the county. I was in. So
You're just not a cello guy in my mind.
Oh,
It's a sick instrument. We never had one. No, some kid wanted to play. He didn't. He couldn't get one.
Well, here's the thing, because I was trying to break all the things that people said a young black kid was back in the 70s.
Fair enough.
And the furthest I could go from it was to play concert cello,
Maybe a flute,
concert bass.
Yeah.
Well, I did them both. And then I played classic guitar.
You can play guitar too?
I played guitar for 7 years.
No way.
And
you still play?
I'm sure I could jam a little bit.
Probably find some songs that maybe you recognize the chords.
Still jam a little bit, but I also know my place, right? Because I didn't want to be the guy at the beach.
Yeah,
with a guitar.
Thank you.
Yeah,
those people I always have like a suspicion around.
Yeah, I didn't want to be that guy.
You know,
I didn't want to be that guy, so I put it all down. I put it down. Well, I got tired of fighting. Black neighborhood athlete carrying a 6-foot concert cello to the bus. What could go wrong in a black neighborhood? Well, who do you think you are? And what are you doing? And you go, okay, never mind. I'm not going to do this. Not going to do it. So you learn. You just go, no, I'm just not doing it. So things you learn. We'll go to break. I'm gonna find some clips for you of the folks.
Yeah, I want to hear these guys sing.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll get back to Lincoln High and what's going on over there when we come back.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Hey guys, it's Adam Carricker here. As a former Husker and NFL player, I'm a health nut. Hydration and recovery starts at home. That's why I teamed up with Culligan of Link. Soft water means better showers, cleaner dishes, and it protects my water heater and appliances. Their high-efficiency softener cuts salt and water usage. For drinking, I added a Culligan reverse osmosis. Bottled quality water right at my tap. Great taste, and it's certified to reduce tough contaminants like lead and PFAs. Right now, get up to $300 off a whole home system or just $9.95 per month for your first 3 months. Schedule your free water test at ColliganHuskers.com. That's ColliganHuskers.com. Colligan of Lincoln, water you love. Go Big Red.
Limited time offer. Participating dealers. Restrictions may apply.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in season? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge. Make your next event unforgettable with Grazing Gouda, your local artists and experts in charcuterie and grazed tables. From boardrooms to ballrooms, they turn gatherings into experiences with stunning spreads of artesian cheeses, cured meats, fresh fruits, and gourmet bites. Perfect for corporate luncheons, weddings, parties, or any celebration that deserves a wow moment. They handle the details. You take the compliments. Book your graze table today at GrazingGouda.com. Grazing Gouda, because every event deserves to be savored.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Yeah, the information of Harrison Arens. When I you now have full understanding of why I would not sing with my family.
Iona Blake, I am also a fan. I don't know if she's listening, but I am a fan now.
It isn't, I mean,
that's incredible. You showed me the opera first, and then once I heard that, I was like, oh, damn, she can sing whatever she wants.
Whatever she wants.
If you can handle that tough opera stuff, you got something.
So there's a play that is renowned, Ain't Misbehaving. And it's what Fats Waller was this renowned composer, performer.
Mm-hmm.
And he put together this Broadway play. It started locally, but it made it to Broadway. Then it made it to movie, and it became this whole thing. But Ain't Misbehaving is kind of the challenge for that level of performer on the local level to see whether you can go national, to see whether you can go world. And what she did in that space, she took the role. There's a role of a woman by the name of Nell Carter,
mm-hmm.
who ended up being a TV star back in the 70s. She played maid. But Nell Carter sang her brains off. Well, in the traveling show, Ayanna played the same role, and the songs are iconic. And Ayanna, so when I first met this family as my family, she was performing Ain't Misbehaving in in one of the theaters in DC. So just on my own, I went to see, what's the what?
Yeah, we'll see. I'll go see my family perform.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm soaked in tears. Like, the vibration of this woman singing just shook me to my core. And, she didn't know I was there, and we hugged like crazy when we got done. Here's the thing. The next day was my birthday. She says, let's meet for brunch. I said, sure. She goes, let's do a birthday brunch. I'm like, cool. We go to meet, except for it's her birthday. We share the same birthday.
No way.
She's thinking she's invited me to celebrate her birthday. I'm thinking I'm celebrating her to celebrate mine. And we're actually celebrating each other's birthday.
How long did you tell you figured it out?
Oh, just like 10 minutes. Because we were ordering oh, go ahead, girl. Get what you want.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah. So remarkable fan.
Yeah, her son in the video too. Yeah. The first one was opera, the second one was the play, and her son was singing in it too.
The whole family, the son, the daughter is one of the nation's best collegiate level dancers, performing arts. Several of the cousins are all amazing. My nephew Brandon plays he's in two bands, like traveling bands. He's a road musician, drummer, keyboardist, the whole shebang. And it's a full family of folks who were raised in the church, and they still live it. So yeah, it's interesting, right? That you see, to learn what you learn, and then later in life you go, wow. The brothers from that side, like, they all sing.
I'm always a
they all sing.
envious of the people who are not gifted, because I don't want to say they're gifted. They worked at it too, on top of some talents being involved. But that is such a cool thing, whether it's instrument or just with the vocal cords, because I can't do either. But when you see people because you can make people feel a certain way if you got that gift, and I don't have it.
That it is it is an instrument.
Yeah,
that the voice is an instrument. And this was her. I showed you the opera was her at Georgetown University working with the choir.
Makes sense. That's a good person.
And those people there are just sitting there going, oh, well, we're not that. We're not. Oh, that's what a professional singer
How many more
sounds like.
years I got in school? We're not there yet.
Yeah, because whatever I'm doing, it ain't that. So we'll throw the break. Second hour, we'll take you all the way up to midnight. Give you the update in full on the Yankees and what's happening there. And we'll come back, talk a little bit more ball here on the Ticket.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Tune in this Friday as Early Break with myself, Steve Sipple, and Bill Bush broadcast from the Nebraska Army National Guard hangar ahead of the air show this weekend. You won't want to miss this one. That's this Friday for Early Break from 6 to 8 a.m. at the Nebraska Army National Guard hangar.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years. Nebraska farmers, harvest is here and every gallon counts. That's why Sat Brothers Petroleum launched the Go Big Red Fuel Giveaway. When you contract your fuel with Sat Brothers, enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. As Husker Country knows, the only thing stronger than the roar at Memorial Stadium is the drive of a farmer putting food on the table. Fuel your farm with Sat Brothers Petroleum and enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. Visit satbros.net today. Sat Brothers Petroleum, fueling the heartland. Go Big Red. Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Join LES at 6 p.m. Thursday, October 9th at the LES Operations Center to learn about the utilities' proposed 2026 budget and electric rates and share your input at the annual public meeting. Learn more at les.com.
Calling all caffeinated Husker fans. Looking to boost your energy and focus? Caffeine alone won't do the trick. Enter Cranium Energy Drinks based out of Fremont, Nebraska, founded by lifelong Husker fans. Cranium is more than just caffeine. Every can has highly dosed nootropics that help boost mental clarity, paired with 150 milligrams of natural caffeine to provide smooth, long-lasting energy as well as enhanced focus. Find it at Hy-Vee Health Markets in Nebraska and Council Bluffs, as well as select gas stations and supplement stores. Or purchase online at drinkcranium.com, spelled with a Y after the I. Enter code EARLYBREAK for 10% off your order.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket, sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Oh man, you know.
Center could sing, dude, DP.
Yeah,
DP's just showed me all the great singers like you grew up around with. That guy was
Well, I had this guy on.
phenomenal.
I had him on when I was doing the show with Tom Stevens, and people complained. People complained that I had an opera singer.
Why?
And I'm like, no. This is not an opera singer. This is America's greatest tenor. Like, Chill out.
Yeah, this guy's he can be anywhere.
He was Barry and I's center, and he wrestled. Matter of fact, I think he wrestled the weight class above Barry in high school, and he went to a music school in Virginia, and it's competitive, right? So you don't really know whether he thought he was going to sing in a rock band, right? Right? Meatloaf, right?
Yeah.
Right? You could, now that you've heard him, you can kind of imagine what that was like long hair.
He's got the build for it,
right? Like, well,
he probably could do it if he wanted to. Yeah,
he was a center, and
he could sing rock if he wanted to.
He did, and this is the thing: he became a professional bounty hunter. So, like Dog the Bounty Hunter, he was the East Coast Dog the Bounty Hunter. And he would tell the stories, and he had some stories, man. And he was a professional bounty hunter.
He's a big guy. I can see him doing well.
A big dude, right?
Yeah, that's the
riding around shotgun, full leather trench coat.
I mean, if I'm hiring bounty hunters, I'm looking for guys like him.
Like you're looking for guys like him. Well, imagine one day in DC sitting in traffic. A woman hears a voice, and you're in traffic, so DC traffic is not moving, and she literally pulls up behind the truck. And here's this says, "Oh my God, what are you listening to?" And he said, "I'm not listening to anything. This is me." And she goes, "It is not." She goes, so he resumed singing. Got contact information, put him in. She was on the board of the Kennedy Center in DC. And they referred him to several like Italian schools and Italian families. Like he was singing at Italian restaurants in New York City. Right.
I mean, hey, that's where you start though. But if you hear that voice,
but then but he's all over the world now. Like he traveled. I mean, I think he just got back from Greece. Spent 6 months in Italy. Fantastic. So the beauty was that he was performing at Kennedy Center back when I was living in DC. And he's like, "Hey man, come to the Kennedy Center, come hang out." And so I go down, and I'm in a black suit with shades, freshly shaved head, and I'm standing behind him, acting as I'm security for America's Greatest Tenor.
Yeah, because you're all black suit, black shades.
Oh yeah, 100%, right? And we had a ball with it. We had a blast. He sang at several inaugurations. He's usually booked for Kennedy Center Christmas. The opera performance. He has a Christmas album that is consistently in Amazon's top, 100. But he's just a good dude. I had him sing. He came to Woodson, the high school we were coaching at, and sang with the choir.
Oh, that's a treat for the choir.
Oh yeah, and they didn't know. They didn't know. They were like, "Wait, that's not a Carl Tanner. That's the Carl Tanner." It's like, yeah, bro.
The number one tenor.
Right. And is there, okay, DP. So our coach is like best friends with Carl Tanner. Yeah. It's kind of how that works.
And a few other people, but
yeah, well,
maybe you'll learn.
It's always funny, right? Like you
but it's what happens. You've been to different spots.
I've been all over.
Yeah. You're going to meet new faces.
Right. And this is the guy. So I'm going to have him call you one of these days and just sing.
I'll be down.
Yeah, he's amazing. Ayana sings, but we run her snippets. She records something once a month.
Yep,
just something positive, something good, right? That's kind of who she is. But it's a whole family of folks. So, yeah, it's a thing.
Seems like a lovely group of people.
I lucked out. I won the lottery. I've been around some really cool people. So there's that. So the conversation was early about Lincoln High School and the football program. And I don't have that sort of skin in the game to say right or wrong.
What's it like in DC? Do you guys ever have anything close to these issues? Because the Nebraska.
So
how do you guys handle it? Because our population is always like, well, because of the population and stuff, how do you guys handle when you have schools that are just beating everybody 77-0 and they're supposedly recruiting? What'd you do? Or what'd they do?
So literally last year.
Okay.
There was
have the answer.
Oh, we really did. It was, let me make sure I read it properly.
Yeah, and while you're looking
because I
into
went
that,
to Barry to ask the question, right? Because it was sent to me. So Hayfield High School, which if you remember the orange team from Remember the Titans,
yes,
right? The orange, white helmets, Hayfield High School. Hayfield was predominantly, it was considered country,
okay,
right? In the DMV, which is not that common, but
yeah. So they're the country
boys,
the minority in the DC
country
area.
white boys.
Uh-huh.
And as a matter of fact, I mean, they were, in the movie, they were notoriously racist against T.C. Williams,
Oh,
right? Right. So, but last year, so in 2023, they had a new coach, and the new coach had been in some other programs, some bigger programs, some better programs. Well, all of a sudden, people are transferring in.
Mm-hmm.
People are transferring in, and they're winning. They're winning a lot. So much so that somebody leaked that they were paying players.
Mm.
And then it was not that they were paying players, but that they were paying parents. Because they were paying rent for parents to move their kids. Like, we can't live there unless we have rent. So they were renting.
Okay. Slippery slope starting.
So they said the coaches were accused of paying nearly $8,000 to a quarterback and his family, who then got to the school and then realized that he wouldn't be the starter as promised. And the mom then said, well, we moved all the way down for this. We're going to the Washington Post. So they go to the Washington Post. The team was the investigation didn't happen until middle of the season.
Yeah, getting all the information.
Right? By the time they get to the playoffs, they're undefeated. And they're playing national level teams. They were disqualified from the playoffs because it was found, in fact, they had. They had been paying players, and people were false addresses, and people were living with, air quotes, aunts and uncles that weren't aunts and uncles.
That's always a problem.
Right? But then ultimately what happens is you make a commitment to somebody to get a player from a rival team so that you don't have to compete against them.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you can't pay them or play them, they become unhappy, and then they go tell everybody. And there was well, wait a minute, what about the players who weren't recruited? What about the players who, now this team in the first round of the playoffs, so they made it to the playoffs. They were undefeated. They beat the team, an undefeated team in the first round of the playoffs. They beat them 74-0. Jeez. Sound familiar?
Yep.
And the team that was beat 74-0 when the investigation happened took the last place in the playoffs when the other team was banned.
Mm-hmm.
Banned. They had a 2-year ban from them participating in postseason. Several investigations accordingly. Now, it was tough, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's ugly. It's really ugly, and the kids get involved, and it sucks for all the kids.
Well, to see what was happening, to see it happening, and then for the adults, so none of the administrators had done their diligence.
Nope.
So the athletic director was fired,
and probably some didn't care to because they maybe had a hunch.
You were winning, and you chose winning over character.
So there's a lot of transfers this year. That's
okay.
Not
so
strange.
this was their season to that point.
Yes,
48-7, 65-0, 70-0, 63-0, 64-0, 70-0, 51-0, 69-0, 63-0, 75-7.
And they're playing national teams.
And so they are playing. So they played Riverdale. Their one loss was to the number 3 team in the country.
Okay.
But they weren't from the area.
Right.
This was one of those ESPN games. But all the teams that we knew of, these were all 6A teams that they were just pounding. And South County won the state championship the year before. They beat them 63-0 and had to call off the Dogs to keep it at 63. Right. And, it became a bit much to just, like, these are all Division I players.
Yeah.
Like, you've got 12 Division I players. in the DMV where it's spread out on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So then the question becomes, well, again, now the football gate's bringing more money, right? You're making more money on Friday night because you're putting on the best show in Northern Virginia. And you get the best players, and you get the most college scouts coming to your crowd. And you've got NFL, you got Redskins, Commanders coming to watch this high school team play because they're so good, right? And then they're sending their nephews. Hey, nephew, don't go play for the team that gave up 63 points. Go play for the team that scored 63 points. And then they finally, the cap broke and, it fell apart. And then they lost 2-0 due to forfeit in the state playoffs because they made them forfeit. So they lost 2-0. That was the end of the season. This season, under full jurisdiction, and a lot of the players transferred out, and a lot of people, like you don't have the same group of players that you had a year ago.
Right.
How do you think they're doing this year?
Let's see. How many games are we into it now?
They're 5 games into this.
5 games. I'm going to assume they got 1 win.
They have 1 win.
I shouldn't have. Sorry, guys. That
1 win.
That's not
so the
fun
team
for the
that they
players.
beat 63-0 the year before.
Yeah, what was the score?
Beat them 44-0 this year. And I guarantee you some of the players are, because that school, South County, is the neighboring.
So
high
that
school.
some of those players are now.
Some of those players are now. Oh, 100%.
I say this with, again, I have no idea what's going on with the Omaha and the other schools that sounds awfully close. Not saying that it is at all what's happening, but it's a sign to adults to be aware, and like maybe that's what you need to do. Like really take a look at this and figure out what is happening as opposed to just kind of letting things happen.
But
like,
why
take
else
a look?
Are you telling me that none of the parents a year ago knew that this was wrong? You think none of the parents looked around? Okay, so let's say Harrison Jr. is a junior quarterback on the team,
right,
and he's been around. He grew up with these kids. He knows them. He's always been the quarterback on the little league team. He's just waiting for the senior to leave.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he sees 30 new players coming, and they're all better than you are. Now, as a dad, you're going to go, hey, that's peculiar.
Mm-hmm.
That's odd. And not out of haterade. That's just weird.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be the narc. You don't have to be the snitch. But you do have to be an adult and just say, that's not right.
Yeah. Because, it's one thing for him to be competing with those kids the entire time growing up, knowing this is what I got to go up against. It's one thing for them to show up that day and
just take the job.
Yeah.
And then, again, it's not like 60 parents, right? 60 parents. And the other 60 parents who existed prior to. You think they're best friends? No. Because the 60 parents in one pocket have received money. They moved there for football, which is a whole thing. Listen, I've been around kids who just, quite frankly, they didn't like the coach where they were, or the school wasn't safe, or whatever it was.
But sometimes it's a fair reason.
Sometimes it's a reasonable,
Yep.
it's reasonable and logical. But sometimes, if you're just moving to, listen, then it becomes college. It becomes business. And now college is going to be that way because people are choosing college based on the amount of money they can get for doing it. Which, okay, do your thing. But once you identify what your focus and priority is, people will either choose to deal with you or not based on that. Now, the Ivy League said, listen, we're not going to give scholarships, right? We'll give some grants, right? You'll earn academic, but we're not going to pay you to play football.
Yeah.
Now,
but you know what they are.
You know what it is.
Yep.
Air Force Academy, military academies. Okay, listen, my academics are paid for, my studies paid for, my room's paid for. I'll have a job if I graduate in good standing.
Yep.
Right? So, okay, cool. So it's not really different. It's just what you put first that tells the greater tale. And the earlier, I'm just going to say, the earlier you put, as a parent or an administrator, the earlier you put the emphasis on money, the more likely that that's going to be the reason why you fail. If money is the thing, you cannot get rich off a hustle. You can get cash off a hustle. you cannot get rich because you do not appreciate the work required to do it.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't do it for free, I've said it a million times on this radio station, I would do this for free. As a matter of fact, I do.
As a matter of fact,
I do. Right? And I could take just a ton of cash from sponsors and just sit and chill. Right? There are owners of radio. There aren't a lot of owners of radio stations that are on air at 12 midnight for free.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We've got a full roster. I could just get out of the way. And I often do. I tell y'all, go ahead and do your thing. I've had a whole career of being in front of a microphone. So I don't necessarily need it. Y'all need it. Y'all need to build your career and build your stake and get better at the profession. But the moment it becomes, as a coach, the moment I have never had a player recruited for money. I've had players recruited because they were good people who put in the work, who developed themselves on the field and off, and would make a fine addition to the program. Whatever program that, again, in 1 year, from one team, I had 7 folks make military academy.
That's awesome.
Right? And they're all officers now.
Yeah. Money's a reward. It's not the motive.
Right. It can't be.
It can be a side effect. It's a reward too, not the reward. It's a reward.
I understand if you don't have money and this is going to provide you, this is going to pay, this is going to keep your lights on.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to pay your energy bill, your phone bill, your gas bill, going to pay for your car, going to pay your rent. Listen, if you don't have, and that's a way to get, go get it. Do that. Right. But that's how you're going to be identified until you can put that away.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you put it away,
and some people can do that.
Some people
both.
can.
They can do both. They can understand.
We know. Listen, this wrestling program is under transition.
Yep.
Right? Because last year, look, they were making some money, but 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they weren't making any money.
No, did you hear me and Rich talking about the Vegas story?
No.
Ridge Levitt got stuck in Vegas for 3 days. And I wasn't there yet. All on his money.
Yep.
Was just struggling. He wore the same clothes for 3 days because he couldn't spend the money on Ubers to go back and forth. And because, it
crazy.
Talk about a stressful situation. Knowing Ridge, he was like, no, I wasn't worried. But knowing me, oh my Lord, I'm a student athlete. I'm on my own money. I did this thing for a wrestling event and now I'm stuck in Vegas and I got to go compete. And I'm on my own money in Vegas. Like, that's brutal.
Well, imagine that 40 years ago when there was no Cash App, no Venmo, no digital. You had to go to Western Union and wire a money order that had to be cashed. Hopefully the Western Union place that took the money order would cash it for you. Right? That was how you were doing it. And we're talking about no money.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to college, I was broke. So I understood the first time I got one of those really cool handshakes with cash in it. Oh, I was brand new. And you have to be careful because the first thing that came to mind was, wait a minute, you paid me a substantial amount of money for hitting a home run. I wish somebody had told me that because I'd have hit more home runs. I could hit more home runs. I thought I was brought here to be the leadoff speed guy, but I didn't know that there was cash involved in home run because people weren't paying me to steal bases.
Yep.
Right.
But now you're doing what the fans want, not what your coach wants.
Well, there's the thing, right? Because then you go, well, what am I doing? Well, listen, coach, I would love to be the ideal leadoff hitter, but I don't have any cash, and I'd like a visit from one of those boosters. And you do that until you don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But then you better have some character. You better love the game, right? Because I was always a hard worker.
Yeah, you love the game.
I love the game. And you can't talk about it for 40 years if you don't love it. Like, you can't. It can't just be money. It can't be about it. The worst broadcasters are people who do it for money. There's no integrity to it. Well, I need likes. No, you need to tell the truth. You need to be entertaining. You need to be informing. The money part of it happens. And there are people who make money simply because they're willing to cater to the likes. And
look at how happy a lot of those rich people are that all they did was cater and they have all the money in the world. And look at how happy they are.
Not happy.
Because they didn't do the thing they loved. And that's why I always get worried when the money becomes the thing, because you have to.
It's the Conor McGregor thing.
Yeah.
It's the Conor McGregor thing. There are these folks who get in it for money and then you don't have a balance for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to keep it, right? You know how to do it. The holes in you. money doesn't fill the hole in your soul. It just exposes it. And
might even widen it at times.
With parents and coaches and in sports, same thing happens in politics. It's not just limited to sports, right? I mean, there are moms who will fight, bribe, and steal to get their daughter a pageant title, right? And we've been all around, or to get them on the cheerleading squad, right? I mean, the whole Texas thing of the mom that shot the girl because she was trying to compete for the same spot on the cheerleading team. But the stuff happens because the adults get in it for the wrong reason.
Yep.
This is to me, the state has to determine what its priority is.
I think that's a fair statement because I don't know if they have one that's been clear to everyone.
I've asked this about the University of Nebraska. What is its mission statement? Because the university mission statement has to be a greater focus, priority, and North Star than the athletic department mission statement. But the two have to be connected. They have to be similar. They have to be in the same directive, same elevation, same location. And if they're not, it creates all of the chaos and scandal that we know in collegiate athletics. When the two don't meet and don't match, right? Notre Dame had to go back and go, well, wait a minute, we can't be a Catholic university and then have students cheating on tests. University of Virginia said, we can't work by the standard of Thomas Jefferson if, in fact, we don't have an honor code. Right? And the BYU will tell you we cannot be of the higher echelon if we are not held to a higher standard.
And now Nebraska, what is our state? We like to call ourselves nice, honorable, law-abiding.
I mean,
are we that?
Think about this. The BYU, with the quarterback that they had last year, would be in the top 5 in the country.
Yeah.
If that was the priority.
They know what their priority is.
They made a decision.
Now, and you might disagree with it, but it's always been that priority from day one.
You know who they are.
Great point.
You know who they are, and you point that out. Different programs who are always, when somebody's in NIL, there are certain names that pop up first. You know why? Because those are money institutes. Those are money first institutes. The same school. If the best player from Nebraska said that they were going in the transfer portal, the same 10 money schools would pop up as the first likely source of a replacement transfer location. Because that's how they do business. Free agency in the NFL. You know who the free agent buyers are. You know who is in the market and who's willing to spend more to get that thing, whatever that thing is. It happens. It absolutely happens. But you have to know, and Lincoln High School public school system has to make a decision on what statement, and they could be fine with just letting it play out, which is a statement.
Yeah.
It's a statement, and I'm not mad. I'm not judging.
There might not be a catch-all solution. So
do we know what the mission? See, there's simplicity in this. What's the mission statement? And this is not a Lincoln Public School athletic mission statement. This is a Lincoln Public School and Nebraska education mission statement. Right? Who's in charge here? Right? Let me speak to the manager. Who's in charge here? Is this a Nebraska high school thing? Is this a Lincoln Public School thing? Is this a Lincoln Public School athletic thing? Because there are 3 different people in place and 3 different mantras, 3 different missions.
This is a NSAA thing.
If you tell me, this is the thing. And if you ask, we've heard from this one, that one, the other one. Have we heard from NSAA?
No statement. And that's the one where I'm like, you need to get there and get all the adults at the table. And this is where me and Raph agree.
Well, they're probably meeting.
I would bet they are.
I would say that they're meeting because, one, you don't want a trail of emails.
Yeah. And I'm not even trying to bash.
And you don't want a trail of text either because it never ends well.
And to be fair, like, I'm not bashing NSAA because they might have been thinking about this for years and years and years, banging their head against the wall. Like, it's a tricky one. You're going to need some creativity. Now, maybe they should have spoke up. You can make that argument, but I don't think they have totally just.
It's not even that tricky.
Well,
if you tell me, if I'm the head coach for Lincoln High School, and I have 30, I don't know the numbers, so I'm just going to
Yeah.
Let's say I have 37 players. So I'm one of the smaller Class A schools, right? When it comes to numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have the numbers that some of the other schools have. I was a member, me and Barry's high school, I want to say we had 42 players on a 6A team. All of the teams we played that year had at least 80.
I was going to say that's a small sideline.
That is a small deal. So all of us had to play double, both
sides of the ball.
Right.
You're playing C2. That's what I played. DP.
Like it was crazy. But we're playing against powerhouses, football factories. We're playing against TC Williams. Like we're playing against the big boys. It's entirely up to the adults in play to protect the kids. What do you say to an umpire? What do you say to a referee? Protect the kids. Protect the kids.
Mm-hmm.
To everybody out there, hey, coach, your kid's playing dirty. Protect the kids. Hey, that kid can't defend himself. Protect the kids. Heard that part? Kid can't protect himself. And if 7 of your kids have gotten injured recently, for whatever reason, could be valid, could be legitimate, and just in point style of play, or it could be they're overmatched. Or it could be they don't really want to play. Whatever, because he said injuries and other assorted.
Yeah, the exact quote that was given. And again, this is Lincoln High principal Mark Larson, and this is his statement, just so everyone's on the same page, so we're not, misquoting people. He says, quote, due to the extent of player injuries sustained in last week's game, and a number of other factors that you were alluding to, we are communicating with Millard South in the NSAA today. So, okay, there you go. They are talking to the NSAA today, and that was October 7th. So that was today. So they are in communications that they were forfeiting the game, and there's nothing on, though, if they had further discussions with the NSAA. But he says due to extent, player of injuries, and last week's game, and a number of other factors without verification on what those other factors are.
So, again, my mantra is to get it right rather than be first.
Yep.
So I don't need to proclaim to have full knowledge of it.
Yeah, that's fair, because I don't.
Right? So we can let it play out.
Yep.
With curiosity and question.
And
right?
hope. And hope that the adults step in.
Well, you
hope
they get it right, but then you have to determine what is getting it right. What does it look like? Like, where does it start and where does it fit? How will you know that they got it right?
Because step one is there a clear message? And step two is do you follow it?
Mission.
Yeah. Is there a clear mission? And then the other factor is do you follow the mission? And that's
so we will start to that. We'll go to break, come back, and we'll try to clean this up.
Schaefer's is celebrating its 79th anniversary with special rebates,
financing,
savings, and free delivery store-wide.
Update your home with innovative Samsung appliances and save up to an additional $900 with rebates. Samsung Innovation saves you energy and time with easy-to-connect appliance technology. Plus, during Schaefer's anniversary, get free delivery on your appliance purchase.
So hurry in during Schaefer's 79th anniversary event, going on now.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. The Kindler Hotel in downtown Lincoln is a boutique hotel experience unlike any other in the area. Their 45 well-appointed rooms take inspiration from the history of Lincoln. Their double queen rooms are great for guests traveling with family, and the suites are great for a business trip or romantic getaway. No trip to the Kindler is complete without a handcrafted cocktail from Boitano's Lounge on the main floor, with comfortable seating options both inside and on the outside patio. Book your room today at thekindlerhotel.com in Lincoln at 11th and P.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-5483 4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
This fall, Baumgars has everything you need to get your farm ready for the season. Stock up on livestock feed, deer corn, and pine shavings to keep your animals fed and your farm running smoothly. Need tools for your fall projects? Grab DeWalt power tools and grass seed to keep your fields in top shape before winter. From your barn to your backyard, Baumgars has you covered. Get ready for the season with everything you need to finish those fall fix-ups. Baumgars, field, farm, and fall fix-ups.
Hello, Husker fans. Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go Big Red. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Nebraska farmers, harvest is here and every gallon counts. That's why Sapp Brothers Petroleum launched the Go Big Red Fuel Giveaway. When you contract your fuel with Sapp Brothers, enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. As Husker Country knows, the only thing stronger than the roar at Memorial Stadium is the drive of a farmer putting food on the table. Fuel your farm with Sapp Brothers Petroleum and enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. Visit sapbros.net today. Sapp Brothers Petroleum, fueling the heartland. Go Big Red.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Yeah, it's interesting times because we found the mission statement for Lincoln Public Schools. You can find it at lps.org.
And this is also where, again, NSAA, because it's the Omaha schools as well, and this is just the Lincoln Public School area. But there is some...
They're tied together.
Yep.
There's some mutuality in those, but...
Well, they're under the same branch, so...
Yep, and it says the board sees the primary mission of schools to be the development of responsible adults who are productive citizens of a pluralistic community, nation, and world, who are prepared to learn throughout their lives and who are appreciative of the arts, history, and culture. It goes further. The board holds the district staff accountable for achieving the school's mission through the most effective and efficient use of available resources. The board further recognizes that students in the Lincoln Public Schools are educated for the future and therefore expects the school district to be self-renewing, flexible, and capable of adjusting to the needs of its various constituencies. And then it goes further, the statement of purpose. The Lincoln Board of Education supports the educational mission of the state of Nebraska. Connected. Connected and same. In accordance with this commitment, there are things that it declares as purpose. That is the offering each individual the opportunity to develop competence in basic skills. So communication, computations, basic knowledge of concerning the environment, history, and society. Know the country, know your community, know people. Offer each other the opportunity to develop higher order thinking and problem solving skills by means of adequate preparation in math, science, social sciences, foreign languages, and through appropriate and a progressive use of technology. So computers, data, all the things that are now currently in play. Inspire each individual with the ability and desire to continue learning throughout his or her life. So don't just teach them how to learn. Teach them to be curious. And
does the progressive technology include AI?
Yes.
That's always an interesting one. Okay.
Yes. Encourage knowledge and understanding political science of a political society and democracy in order to foster active participation within. So teach the rules of engagement so that they know and can participate. Understanding the voting process and what it means. Encourage the creative potential of each individual through exposure to the fine arts and humanities, which is its own discussion point. Encourage a basic understanding of and aid the development of good health habits, and offer each individual the opportunity for career exploration and awareness. Now, the good health habits, whether that be physical and mental,
nutritional,
cafeterial, right?
ease.
That listen, if the kids aren't eating lunch at school,
you got to figure that out.
You got to figure that out, right? That's the thing. If the kids don't feel healthy at school, and one of the catchphrases was "safe place," right? Which was kidnapped and put in other spaces. But school has to be a safe place.
Oh, okay.
You cannot learn if you do not feel safe. You cannot learn if you are hungry or if you're fearful, scared, disinterested, disconnected. All those things. All of that is healthy. All those things are healthy. It contributed to mental health, emotional health. And too many people outside of the system are using that as soft. Today's kids are soft. We were tougher than it. No, you weren't. You were more hurt than they are. You're less aware than your kids are. The kids today have more information, have access to more information than all of their parents. Simple statement of truth.
Yeah, and you make an argument. A lot of them feel pretty hurt because they have so much and they see so much, and then their motives sink because they look up at the adults and they're like,
that's what I have to look up for.
That's the world, huh?
That's what I'm.
I can be a snake and make money that way, or I can do it the right way and struggle for much longer. And that's a real thing.
That do I want to be successful like my mom and dad, or do I want to not be successful like my mom and dad? Do I want to be more successful than mom and dad because they're not successful? All of those things play in. You're a product of your environment, as you said. But the reality is you're also a product of the teacher's environment, product of the school's environment, product of the community, the neighborhood's environment, and you're a product of the government's environment. And all of those things in play, that if you do not get on the same page early, loudly, about what the rules of engagement are, what's in the GPS. And if the GPS tells you all of this is to enable the young people to live healthy, happy, intelligent lives. And if you're making a decision that puts any of those things at risk, you're not honoring the mission of the school system of the state of Nebraska.
Yeah, DP, and I think that's why a lot of kids are struggling right now. Because they feel like
if
their needs aren't their future is being eradicated because no one cares about their needs.
Harrison,
it's very sad.
If let me ask you this. If 10 of your friends are walking down an alley, and by the time you get to the next alley, 2 of them are gone. They're no longer with you. They can't finish the journey with you. Would you keep walking? Or would you be concerned?
I'd be very concerned.
You'd be concerned. 7 out of 37 football players are not healthy right now. And you're about to go through the toughest alley you have.
Mm-hmm. You'd be very concerned about that.
You'd be concerned, especially what if they're the 7 toughest guys?
Well, they're at least 7 of the 11 toughest
Seven
guys because they're
of the,
starters.
7 of the 22, right?
Yeah.
130 your starters.
Yeah.
130 starters. Now, basketball, listen, if you tell me you're going to go into a game and you have 3 starters, for basketball, you might say, maybe I can still play. If you're baseball and the team catches a virus and a third of the starters, you're left with 6 starters. And you got to go to your bench. And hopefully you have a good bench. Hopefully you've trained them, developed them.
Right.
But that's not always the case, especially in a fight sport, in a physical sport.
Yeah.
This is we're talking. We're not talking about tennis.
Mm-hmm. And some of these guys are Division I athletes.
So
every side's got an argument here.
It will. Here's my thing. Millet South. I don't know what they're doing.
I couldn't tell you, and that's why I don't want to critique them because I don't fully know the picture.
I don't know
of how that works.
Everybody's in the recruiting business.
Yeah. So
listen, you have to recruit. You have to recruit within your own program. Like you got to make sure the kids that you have are happy, right? But I say this all the time. We've lost employees that went to other places. Go. Go. If that's better for you, go.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be better for you. Like, go do that. I'm going to play with what I got. And I like what I got because I can teach them.
Yeah. And if you want to leave, that means you're probably unhappy. And I wouldn't want you here. Not because you're a bad person, but you're just not happy.
You're just not happy here.
And that's not fun for anyone.
You ain't going to enjoy it. The people that love it here aren't going to enjoy it. Right? It's a thing. So
we got a caller, but I can't screen it. So
you go ahead and let him in.
All right, we'll go ahead and let him in.
Bring him in, Harrison. Bring him in.
You're calling in 93.7 The Ticket, Late Night in Lincoln. Harrison Arens, DP. Who we talking with?
This is John.
Hey, what's up, John? What's on your mind tonight?
Just hearing the big topic about how Lincoln High had to make the conscious decision for the protection of their boys and everything, and just how everybody's talking about what can we do to be better for Lincoln and Lincoln football sports. It goes back to, honestly, Lincoln Youth Football, what those guys are doing with all those teams. I mean, the teams now have been a little bit restructured to be like, hey, this is the school that if you live in this area, these are the guys that you have the highest potential of playing alongside if you're going to go to that school. And whether it's Elks or UBT or Manzito and all those guys, they're working hard and making those kids be better. I mean, when we get to listen to Lincoln Youth Football on Sunday afternoons, shameless plug, of course, but you got Nick out there talking to Jim, and you have all these other people coming out there who are dedicating themselves to grow the love of the sports and to help those kids be better. I mean, it speaks volumes. So, as always, love when you guys are talking on the radio. I'll kick back and listen to what you have to think about that.
Thanks,
Absolutely. Thanks, John. I couldn't agree more, but I'll let you go. Speak on it.
Well, this is the thing. If your actions are love-based and love of the people involved, the people in charge and the people in their charge, I can't be good for you if I'm not looking out for you. If I'm not considerate of what you're trying to get from it and what it's all about. What's the mission? We do radio because we don't do hot take radio. We do conversational radio. Why? Because that's, in my mind, that's what the community would prefer. They would rather consider.
It's just not in my blood to do a hot take. That's why I don't.
They would much rather consider.
Yeah.
Right? And if you talk about what you know, and then you're curious about what you don't know, you are considerate. You have to consider that your opinion or how you feel about it is not for everybody. And there are too many people who believe that their way is the right way, especially when it's win first. Win first. We must win. We must win. We must win. No, winning is a byproduct of other missions in order. The best teams that I've ever coached were the ones that were the most connected. They were the most connected teams because they cared about each other. They cared about the game they played, and they acted accordingly.
That's why Lincoln Youth Football is great, though, because you're getting that connection. All those guys are there. All the other coaches, all the Lincoln players,
all the families,
yes, even the families. That's a great point to bring in there as well. And, even the community, the Nick Sainards in the media business, he goes out there and watches them. And then he'll bring Dr. Lawrence Chatters of the University of Nebraska Lincoln. He'll go see those Lincoln high school kids.
And
so that's a great
inform
point.
Them. He can inform
Absolutely.
them. He can put. So we'll go to break. We'll finish this and close it out and get you all set up for Wednesday here on the tip.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Stonebrook Exterior is your trusted partner in exterior solutions for both residential and commercial projects across Lincoln and Omaha. With over 2 decades of expertise, they deliver everything your building needs, all under one roof. From roofing and siding to gutters, wall systems, custom masonry, and metalwork, Stonebrook handles it all with precision, safety, and professionalism. Take the worry out of your exterior projects. Choose Stonebrook Exterior, where quality, safety, and service come together seamlessly. Visit stonebrookexterior.com or call 402-438-5559 to get your free quote today.
This fall, Baumgars has everything you need to get your farm ready for the season. Stock up on livestock feed, deer corn, and pine shavings to keep your animals fed and your farm running smoothly. Need tools for your fall projects? Grab DeWalt power tools and grass seed to keep your fields in top shape before winter. From your barn to your backyard, Baumgars has you covered. Get ready for the season with everything you need to finish those fall fix-ups. Baumgars, field, farm, and fall fix-ups.
Join LES at 6 p.m. Thursday, October 9th at the LES Operations Center to learn about the utilities' proposed 2026 budget and electric rates and share your input at the annual public meeting. Learn more at les.com.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hey guys, it's Adam Carricker here. As a former Husker and NFL player, I'm a health nut. Hydration and recovery starts at home. That's why I teamed up with Culligan of Lincoln. Soft water means better showers, cleaner dishes, and it protects my water heater and appliances. Their high-efficiency softener cuts salt and water usage. For drinking, I added a Culligan reverse osmosis. Bottled quality water right at my tap. Great taste, and it's certified to reduce tough contaminants like lead and PFAs. Right now, get up to $300 off a whole home system or just $9.95 per month for your first 3 months. Schedule your free water test at CulliganHuskers.com. That's CulliganHuskers.com. Culligan of Lincoln, water you love. Go Big Red.
Limited time offer. Participating dealers. Restrictions may apply.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Appreciate folks for texting Don. Thank you very much for calling in.
Yeah, sorry for calling you Don. That was unkind of me.
Hey, Don gets it. We got you covered, bro. In place and in full. Yeah. So I think we got about 4 minutes, and I think the fair thing to do is to have eyes forward and up, and just for the powers to be to tell us who they are and what is important.
Yeah,
because it'll help.
It's a starting point.
If Lincoln Public Schools figures out what its mission and purpose is, it will help Lincoln youth football, Lincoln youth sports to regain control of itself, the direction of itself, the level of itself, the productivity and effectiveness of itself. Because that standard reminded will be the North Star. And if you say, Lincoln's, listen, here's what we want for our kids. Here's what we want for our community. Here's what we want them to grow into. We can't ask them to, as a coach, I said, we can't finish right if we don't start right. And if we don't get them young to understand that money can't be the first thing, that winning can't be the first thing. Winning is a byproduct of a bunch of other things.
Well, you know how many times you got to fail before you win? So if winning is the thing, you're going to be miserable more often than you are happy. And no one wants to live like that.
That's literally the whole purpose, is to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Right? To go through the friction. A diamond requires friction. Everything good requires friction. You have to be pushed to change. The earth itself had to be pushed to change. Mm-hmm. So the human spirit is built on, identifying what's good for ourselves, what's good for those in our space, and then in that space, what's good for all of us. And if you can't get to all of us, you get to most of us, right? And then if you don't get to most of us, then it's the majority, and then it gets weird, right? Because then that means it's not good for everybody, right?
That means your own interests are starting to bleed into everybody else.
The moment, the third. There's a third of us that want to get it right. There are a third that don't care. They're hurt people, and they want to hurt people. The middle third will determine what the majority is. And the middle third are the people that are going to pay attention. And there's, again, in this board, a third of them sit on the side of fully endorsing the mission and why they're there. A third of them have their own agenda. And a third in the middle will vote based on what the actual majority wants. And those people will determine, are we going to do for the greater good for the kids? We're going to do greater good for the sport, greater good for the schools, greater good for the health, greater good for the mental health, physical health, whatever it is. Or we're going to let recruiting and money and winning take priority. And then in the middle, you can't be the ones to say, well, if you choose to do the good thing, you're soft. If you're choosing to do the hard thing, you're tough and you're good. Be careful what you tell people, because they will start to believe you. Just saying.
Also, indifference isn't not a fun place to be.
No, don't be indifferent.
Apathy is
care.
Yeah.
Care.
Thank you. That's the better word to say it.
Care. That's a simple deal. Harrison, thank you, kind sir. For you listeners out there, thank you kindly for hanging out with us on a Wednesday night. You get the folks out there. We appreciate it. 6 a.m. early break. You'll have a different group of the drive. because Nick and Austin are traveling to Chicago.
Yep. And I'll take over for Old School.
Yep. So I think Austin's going to take the early shift, Bach in the middle, and then you're in the afternoon.
Yep.
Who's working tomorrow night?
9 hours of radio, baby.
Okay, let's go. I'll be here with you, so you will not be alone, kind sir.
I appreciate that.
There
Great.
we go, bro. We'll get it in. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Be good to each other. You know why? Because.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
This is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but it gave my mom and me more time to plan together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.